difficulty is dealing with a judge who is saying to you as a lawyer that you are losing all credibility with the court. I can tell you that that's happened to me. It does happen on occasion, hopefully not too often. And my reaction to that is, I'm sure what Todd Blanche's reaction is, which is I'm not going to be so easily intimidated by the court or by anybody else. On the other hand, you're also going back to your client to say, look, this is kind of where things stand. And
where do things stand?
And it's getting more difficult. And I think, as we had discussed at the beginning, it's one thing to have sort of pretrial skirmishes over feeling out everybody's relative position and how far you can push things. Once the jury is sworn and the case begins and testimony starts and witnesses are in play, the court's toleration for too far outside of the lines is heightened, and the court will take action. So I think what you're trying to impress upon your client is be careful. Now, on the other hand, you know, Donald Trump didn't choose to bring this case, and Donald Trump didn't choose to bring this case in the middle of an election cycle. So Donald Trump is right that he is, you know, allowed to both defend himself in the political process and affirmatively go on the attack. So a court is going to be in a very difficult position. I mean, I understand that you've explored with other guests how far things can be pushed and what might happen, and there might be a contempt citation and there might be fines imposed. And there might even be consideration of the ultimate sanction, which is to put, or attempt to put, the former president into custody as a penalty for noncompliance with a gag order. That obviously has some pretty severe implications, and it'll also cause that trial to stop in its tracks, because Donald Trump will be able to appeal that and get relief from an appellate court. So I just can tell you,
delay.
It is not a desirable result, even from the judge's standpoint. You're putting a jury on hold. You're subjecting them to review in the political process by those who correctly are allowed to continue to probe for undisclosed biases, which is what this is all about with regard to jurors. I mean, have they been completely forthcoming about whether they can actually be fair in a trial like this?
So you're saying that if the judge puts him into custody, it's going to throw a wrench into the process?
Unavoidably.
Unavoidably.
Even if he's right.
Even if he's right.
Even if he's...